everybody, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, then welcome to my channel. My name is Kennedy and today we're gonna craft. Okay, y'all. So the first step in making an order, specifically a paddle, is we have to get the order approved by the client. So we're making one Delta paddle, and basically the specifications don't really matter. Like, it's an older person that's buying the paddle, so they don't really care what it looks like. So basically what we do is we start off by doing like a blueprint. So we use all of our little wood pieces to put together all the information that they gave us, and then from there they will pick what their favorite of the options is. So yeah. Okay, so we start off with paddle prep. So this person had two options for their paddle. So they wanted a 22-inch paddle. So these are the two options, and they went with this paddle. So from here, we use all of our wood pieces, depending on if they need Greek letters, regular letters, and we put the information on the paddle. So here's just an overview of some of our options. Okay, so after we pick the paddle, then we go through the information. So the information for this paddle is Spring 88, Genesis is the line name or the ship name, one of the two. Alpha Nu is the chapter, and then it's a Delta Sigma Theta paddle. So with that information, we know that it's obviously going to be red and white, and it's going to have at least that information on there. So I'll show you like some renditions of like paddles that we put together, and then eventually what we're going to pick and what we're going to paint. Okay, so here are the three options that we came up with. All of them have the chapter, the line name, the ship name, number, and the year. So of these three, we let the client pick. So we'll send them pictures, and then they can come back to us telling us what we want, if we want to tweak it, and then talking about colors. So we're obviously going to do red with white trim, but we'll show you which one she picked. Okay, so this is the paddle that she picked, and we're about to get started. Okay, so we just taped off and label what color the stuff is going to be, and it's really helpful to label stuff so that if you're doing like multiple layers of whatever, you like know what colors to do. So we're going to do that, and then the paddle, which is right here, is just going to be plain red and with white trim. We like to use Craft Smart paint, so this is the paint that you can find at Michael's, and we're just using red rouge and white blanc. Okay, so once you have all of the coats of paint on there and everything is fully opaque, we're ready to assemble. We like to use tacky glue because it dries clear and it's easy to work with. So from here, I'll just take out my phone with the picture that I sent to the client and kind of just assemble all of the pieces the same way. I like to do it from top to bottom because that way if I need to line anything up with the ruler, nothing's in the way. Sometimes the letters don't like to stay flush to the paddle, so I'll kind of just use something heavy. So in this case, I'm using some paint to just stick the letter down to the paddle. I also like to use tweezers just because it's easier to manipulate the smaller letters. And yeah, you just use that to hold and then place, and you just keep doing that with all your letters. Next, you just want to clean up anything that is not perfect. So you can see that there's some scratches right here. So we just want to clean those up with a little bit of paint. Doing steps like this just ensure that your paddle looks really clean and crisp, and we kind of pride ourselves on like how clean our paddles look. So yeah, it's no biggie to do this. You just want to make everything look nice and cohesive. So next we're going to set up our little resin station. It looks a little ratchet, but it's okay. We just have some cups sitting on top so that the resin can drip down, and then my sister is about to take it away. So pretty much any brand of 2-part resin will do. So here she is mixing the 2 equal parts of resin, and then you want to mix that for 5 minutes. So she has her gloves on because resin is actually a very dangerous chemical. You also want to be wearing a mask. Oh my God. Child, I don't know what little technique she used, but here she go pouring the resin on there. She's the head resinier in charge, so I just let her do what she do. So now that the paddle is completely covered, we're going to go in with the heat gun. So the heat gun basically just pops all these little bubbles that come to the surface from you stirring it for 5 minutes. And yeah, it's just going to help with that glossy finish and make everything look perfect and nice and shiny. Then you want to cover your paddle so that nothing gets in it. It can protect it overnight, so it's going to sit for 12 hours. All right, so it's been 12 hours, so we're gonna uncover the paddle. It's looking good and shiny and should be hard to the touch. So now we just have one more thing to do. So we just take our brand logo and we add it to the back end. That's it. And here is the final product. I think our client is really gonna love it. Hope you guys enjoy this video. See you next week.